Alright, so once again, I am late, as usual. Not my fault. Leave me alone. Shut up. I will get it done. Give me a second. I think the game started, not gonna lie, but I'm about to be on watching the game. Has it started? Oh. Wait. Uh-oh. I might have got the times wrong. Oh no, 5 minutes, alright. That gives me plenty of time. Right, so, first of all, we're going to go that. No, I pressed AR and then tried to press an Arsenal and searches and Ariana Grande came up. Great. Alright, so, Arsenal lineup. In goal, David Ospina. That's cool. Fine with that. Back three, Rob Holding. Not happy with him at the moment. Mertesacker and Chambers is finally starting for once. In the middle, we have Wilshere and El Neni. I'm happy about Wilshere, happy about El Neni. I'm really happy about El Neni because I think he's really good. I think he's underrated. Then Maitland-Niles and Nelson. I'm really excited to see Reece Nelson play because he's really good for the academy. So I'm going to hope he's going to be good now as well. He needs to go out and prove himself. Walcott, not happy about that. Don't like Walcott. Giroud playing striker, and then behind Giroud, we're playing Alexis Sanchez. Now, the only reason I can think of as to why we're playing Alexis Sanchez is that he's just came back from an injury, and we want to get him some game time, get him warmed up, I guess. That's all I can think of, but I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna find the Doncaster lineup, that's their name. Here it is. So, I don't know any of the Doncaster players, but we're just gonna go with it. So, I don't know what position these guys play in because it's just a list of people, but Ian Lawler, Niall Mason, Joe Wright, Andy Butler, Matty Blair, Jordan Horton, Ben Whiteman, Tommy Rao, Rodney Conglo, James Coppinger, who's their captain, and Alfie May. Again, don't know who they are. Who's our captain? Oh, Mertesacker, obviously. I assume. I thought kickoff was at 25 past. Oh wait, is it half past? Oh, oh dear. Turns out the game's at 1:45. I thought it was at 25 past. I'm very, very early. Right, I'm gonna leave the stream now. I'm not gonna shut it down. Mark, shut up. I know it's an accident. I didn't mean to do it. Ew, that's annoying. Yeah, I thought I got it wrong. I did it bad. I apologise. Oopsie. So what I'm going to do is probably just leave the stream on and say, you know, we'll be back soon, blah, blah, some shit like that. And then I'll come back. I didn't realise that the game wasn't until then, but it's fine. We're okay. Everything's good. I'm just gonna probably mute the mic and I'll just put something like I'll be back soon, blah blah blah. So yeah, I will see you guys at probably about 5 minutes till kickoff, so in 10 minutes. Shut up. Alright, so I am back. There is three minutes till kickoff. So I thought I'd come back earlier and once again just run through the lineups with everyone in case people weren't there and did not see the lineups. So, for Arsenal, we have in goal Ospina, back three, Chambers, Mertesacker, Holding, in the midfield, Wilshere and Mohamed El Neni. Then Reece Nelson, I'm glad he's starting, Maitland-Niles, Walcott, Alexis Sanchez and Giroud up front. I'm going to run through and say what I think about these players. So, Ospina makes mistakes quite a lot, but I think he'll be solid today. Chambers, I'm glad he's finally getting to play for once. Could be good. Mertesacker, you know, don't have too big a problem with Mertesacker, it's just his pace. Holding has played awfully lately, he needs to bounce back here. El Neni, I'm happy he's starting. I think he's a really solid player. He's a ball winner who's quite underrated. Wilshere, glad he's playing. He was good against Cologne. He did some really good dribbles and passes. Reece Nelson, I'm really glad he's starting. He's been really good for the under 23s in like the Premier League 2 and stuff like that. He's been really solid and people have always wanted him to start. Maitland-Niles, I don't have too much to say about him. I like him as a young player, but I don't know how good he'll be in the future. Walcott, don't really like Theo Walcott a lot. I think he earns way too much than he should for the type of player he is, but he's playing. I think he could be good against Doncaster. Sanchez is playing. Not too sure why. I have a suspicion it's because he's been injured lately, and they're trying to give him a little run around before they. Well, it's not allowed to say. They're trying to give him a little run around before. What the fuck was I trying to say? Who was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh! Okay. Walcott, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. No, Sanchez. He was injured, so I think we're giving him a little run around to try and warm him up, get him back to what he was, like top form. Giroud, you know, Giroud's basically Perez. He's our backup striker for cup games now that we have Welbeck and Lacazette, but Welbeck is actually injured, which, you know, it's bad that he's injured, but I don't really want him to play. He's not the best player. Kickoff should be happening any second now. I'm eating my Weetabix. Surely the game should start by now. It's when it started quarter 2. It's quarter 2. Let's go. I would go with the Doncaster lineup, but I've already done it, so you can just rewind the stream, because I started the stream about 15 minutes early because I got the times wrong, which is a little stupid, but I did get it wrong, and I went through the Doncaster lineup then, so just get back and watch that if you want, and then come back, because I don't know any of the Doncaster players, but, you know, maybe they're good, maybe they're not. We'll find out. I assume the team they're playing is probably most of their first team and a few subs. I really don't know. Mark says, Jack, fun fact, the Doncaster manager Darren Ferguson is the son of Sir Alex Ferguson. Oh, really? That's probably one of the most interesting things Mark's ever told me. So obviously, if this Darren Ferguson guy's the son of Alex Ferguson, he's not done as well as Alex Ferguson so far. I don't know how old this guy is. Interesting. Apparently we're underway at the Emirates. I'm watching this is the United game. Why are you classing this as Arsenal? Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Mark, what's the name of that site you were talking about? This one's not working. Oh, wait. Never mind, Mark. Shut up. No one likes you. I think I might have got one. Yeah, so apparently early start by Doncaster and they made Ospina save. Which would have been interesting. Shut up, Mark. It's not loading properly. Okay, kickoff is about to happen for me, so I'll just go from there. That's fine. I'm going to go off Twitter and let Mark deal with Twitter, and I'm just going to go straight. Alright, let's see. Apparently, they made Ospina make an early save, so here we go. Oh wow, the play is just so poor at the beginning by us. Interesting start. El Neni and Wilshere instantly get tackled. Oh my god. Wilshere's hair. Is no one going to say anything about Wilshere's hair? He looks like Perez. I'm not going to bother talking if they're just passing it around the back, because I don't care when people pass around the back. Well, that's a great ball forward to El Neni. Gives it to Theo Walcott. And, of course, I forgot Walcott can't finish. Walcott. How? Mark, I'm waiting for you to abuse Walcott. I'm waiting for it, Mark. And then Rob Holding falls over and loses the ball because there's something seriously wrong with Rob Holding at the moment. Mertesacker trying to track him. He gets the block in and Wilshere takes the ball. Gives it to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles, fine. Okay, we're just passing around the back. I'm going to go back to eating my Weetabix. Sanchez driving forwards now. Turns his man. Gives the ball to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles looks to whip one in to find Giroud. Giroud looks like he's tackled in the box. Like, really? Giroud's still shouting for a penalty, but that looked like he was just pushed down in the box. But if you look at Giroud, he usually gets like tackled in the box and fouled, and no one really gives anything, but you know. El Neni tries to ping it through to Sanchez, but just can't get there. Giroud, oh, it's a poor head back. Lands to Giroud. Giroud tries to volley it. He can't get the connection. Wilshere finds Reece Nelson. Nelson to Walcott. Walcott finds Wilshere. Wilshere should be looking for the cross here, but instead he passes it out wide to Rob Holding. Rob Holding finds Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles to Sanchez. Sanchez cuts inside. Tries to chip it through, but there's no one there to get there. Ah. Apparently, it was a certain penalty on Giroud, which I'm not surprised he's nearly always fouled. Thank you, Mark, for reminding me that I'd left 10 minutes on the screen. I forget that I've got this text thing. Is that working? That should be working. I'm going to assume it's working. Yeah, so I don't know any of the name of the Doncaster players, so if they're on a run, I'm just going to say they pass inside or they pass outside to the wings or some crap like that, because I don't know their names. Why it's called the, I mean, I know it's called the Carabao Cup because Carabao is sponsoring it, but has anyone here watching this stream, have you ever heard of Carabao before they've started sponsoring the EFL Cup? Because I went to see Peterborough play someone in this, and I had no idea who they were. Ball's playing forward to Wilshere, who tries to flick back to Giroud. It almost gets to him. It's not a bad flick. It almost gets to him, but Giroud just can't quite get there. He's quite a slow person. Why did Mark just say, "Oh my God, Giroud"? Mark, what happened? Mark's like quite far ahead of me because this stream is on YouTube, so it's quite far behind. But I think Giroud just did something. Anyway, Sanchez. Oh, I bet he's missed like a sitter. Oh no. I don't know if I want to see this. Sanchez. El Neni. Reece Nelson. Great touch. Finds Wilshere. Wilshere dinks it. Oh! That's what Mark was talking about. Whoa. Okay, so basically what happened is Reece Nelson took a great touch. Found Wilshere. Wilshere, again, picking out a great ball. Chips over the top. Giroud goes for a bicycle kick. And, like, I don't know whether that counts as a bicycle or... Mark, does that count as a bicycle or a scissor? But Wilshere, great ball over. In space, Giroud goes for the bicycle and he hits the crossbar. What an effort by Giroud. I do like Giroud. Masters Carabao is an energy drink in Thailand. And for some reason they sponsor the English competitive... Oh, okay. Wait, you can't buy Carabao in the UK? I don't know if Mark's joking. Okay, sure thing. Don't know why that's a thing, but I would prefer it just being called the EFL Cup. Carabao Cup sounds like the Checker Trade Trophy in like the lower leagues. Can't believe Giroud's effort there. I kind of wish that went. I mean, obviously, I really wish that went in, but he had so much space. It's interesting to see Chambers on the ball. I don't know when the last time I saw him on the ball was. I think, from what I can remember, it was against Liverpool, beginning of last season, where we lost like, I don't know, 4-3-0 or something like that, or 4-3, I think it was. I think that was when he last played. That sounds wrong, but I don't really remember him playing since then, but I am someone who has a very bad memory. Mark says, you can buy Carabao, but you have to order it off Amazon. Reece Nelson driving down the wing. Tries to take it past his man, but eventually goes out for a throw, which Reece Nelson's going to take. Mertesacker gives it holding. The crowd, I like the Emirates because I've been there and it's a nice big stadium, but it's one of the things where like you move to a big stadium and you get a lot of families going, and you know, as much as it's cool as it is to have families because it gets kids interested in like Arsenal football, half of them don't know about football. Like you have like corporate people who are given season tickets just because like it comes to their jobs, they're going to be given season tickets, so they'll be there and they won't be making any noise because they don't know the chance, they don't know football, which is why the Emirates and a lot of other clubs like this are so quiet sometimes, and it really annoys me. But it's not really anything that we can do anything about, apart from, you know, the loyal fans do make a lot of noise. It's just there's a lot of other ones. El Neni finds Wilshere. I'm enjoying watching Wilshere so far. Wilshere to Sanchez. Sanchez gets tackled. It's been given as a foul. I'm not too sure that was a foul, but we'll take it. If you are watching the stream, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe. We live stream quite a lot. Mark also does the Premier League review, where every week he goes through the games that have been played and talks about who scored and when they scored, and then the league table. We also do a lot of live streams like this, which are always quite fun. You know, we get quite a lot of views. If people can't see the game live because they don't have Sky or BT, we have live reactions going. It's usually Mark because he's a Liverpool fan, but a lot of times it's me and I'm an Arsenal fan, which is why I'm doing this game. Right, we have a free kick on. Very far out of the box. I assume Sanchez is going to shoot from here. He does. It's a decent effort, to be fair. Gets it over the wall, but the Doncaster keeper dived for it, but I don't think it was a difficult save. Not a bad effort, though, but keeper definitely saw that one all the way. Reece Nelson. I like his boots. He's probably one of the first players I've seen in a while that has blue boots. It's kind of weird. He's also number 61, which I don't understand. Alright, Reece Nelson on the ball again. Finds Theo. Theo plays it back to Chambers. El Neni. Sanchez is calling for the ball. He looks a bit angry that El Neni didn't give it to him, but Sanchez gets the ball now. Plays Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles plays in, looks for Wilshere. I'm not too sure what came of it. I mean, a goal kick came of it, but I don't know what really happened. The camera angle was wrong. Alright, Sanchez, Maitland-Niles, whips it in. It looks like Wilshere was tackled and it went out, but I think he was pushed a bit and he forced it out. Commentators love to remind us that Wilshere isn't what he was supposed to be, which I'm pretty sure out of anyone he knows that mostly. You know, injuries completely ruined his career. Still a great player from what I've seen so far after coming back, but injuries definitely did ruin him. I don't know why the commentators insist on always talking about what happened to him. Sanchez looks more angry every time something goes wrong. Like Giroud there didn't give him the pass he wanted and he just starts shouting everything. Obviously he wants to win everything, which is good. It's just, I know last season he caused a lot of unrest with the team because he was arguing a lot and people didn't know whether he was staying the whole season and stuff like that. But he's a great player, so I don't blame him for wanting to leave. Sanchez pings one over to Walcott. Walcott's touch is horrible, but Walcott still manages to keep it on. Nelson finds Wilshere in the middle. Wilshere, great ping over to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles does, I don't know whether that was his touch or not, but somehow Sanchez manages to get to it. Maitland-Niles finds Sanchez. Calls for offside, don't know whether it is or not. Sanchez looking to skill his way through. Tries to play it out wide to El Neni, but can't get it. Maitland-Niles then gets the ball, gives it back to Sanchez. Sanchez to El Neni. Finds Rob Holding. And Reece Nelson plays it across to Maitland-Niles, who his first times have been poor, but Sanchez does really well to touch it around his man. Gives it to Jack Wilshere. Wilshere lifts one over the top to Maitland-Niles. Niles has poor touch, but still tries to drill it across goal again. Every time. This happened twice now. The ball will be drilled across goal. The keeper will dive and not get a touch on it, but there'll be no one there to tap it in. Where's like Walcott to tap it in? He doesn't do anything. He should be there to tap it in. Wilshere gives it to El Neni. Holding. Maitland-Niles. We're all over them at the moment, like always in their half, just on the edge of the box. Sanchez looks to lift one over to Walcott. Walcott can't quite beat the keeper to the header. Ball then falls to El Neni, who pings it back to Holding. Holding touches it down and gives it to Maitland-Niles. Doncaster defence just sitting back now. Sanchez driving forwards, plays a great ball through to Wilshere. Wilshere slides to get down to Giroud, then again, Sanchez wants the ball from Giroud, and Giroud just kind of passes it like he's running onto it and Giroud passes it at him, so he can't keep running, he has to stop. Which again, you know, just makes Sanchez more angry. I better not be getting ill. I haven't been ill all year, like all 2017. I can't remember a single time I've been ill. And now people at my school have started to get ill, and this is bad. I don't want to be ill. I've done so well not to be ill lately. Let me know your school predictions and who you're going to be supporting in this game. Are you going to be probably most Premier League fans, apart from Arsenal ones, will be supporting Doncaster here. If there's any Arsenal fans in there, because I know there's quite a few people watching this, then let me know. 15 people watching apparently. Maitland-Niles, tries to find Giroud and can't get him. I think Maitland-Niles was offside or fouled someone as he was running with the ball. I'm not entirely sure what happened. As always, make sure you leave a like on the stream. Lets us know that people enjoy them. Oh no, the ball went out of play, and it did. It was a good call. I wonder if Alex Ferguson ever gives Darren any advice on what he could do better when managing. He probably does. I wouldn't be surprised. Free kick to Doncaster. People piling into the box. Coppinger whips it in. It's a poor whip and Wilshire man just head it away. Looking for Giroud and... really? No foul there as well. Literally the person just jumps up Giroud and falls over him and nothing's given. When people foul Giroud, there's never anything given seemingly. Walcott does well to make a tackle and then he's fouled. Walker does well to get there. What's the ref calling? What is the ref calling? Oh, Reece Nelson had a... I thought it was a free kick. I was wondering why he was doing that. Reece Nelson was... Twice the ref was blown, the whistle was blown. He tried to take a throw in. And I was quite certain it was a free kick, and it was. And eventually he worked that out. I was going to say, it looked like he was fouled. It didn't look like it went out. Ball pinged over the top. Looking for Sanchez. The defender comes out and actually clears it when the keeper was clearly going for it. Walcott then drops his man, looking to find Sanchez. It's a poor ball to him. Joe Wright then comes out and clears the ball. Walcott kicks the ball out for what looked like a corner. Looked like it should have... Oh, yeah, Alex Ferguson's actually in the stands. It looked like that should have been a corner. Like, it looked like it just bounced straight off the Doncaster player and went out, but... who knows? Apparently Arsene Wenger sorted out Sir Alex Ferguson's tickets for tonight's game, which is interesting, I guess. Chambers manages to drop his man and then decides it would be a good idea to turn straight back into him before realising what he did wrong and turns again and the ball was out for a throw. Good job, Chambers. Oh, wow. It was Flag, I didn't say anything because the flag was up for offside. The flag was up for offside, which I think he was. Oh my god, how have I just realised? When I went to watch Peterborough play away, we played Doncaster. I knew I recognised that little cunt in striker. He's called Mate, and all he does is complain about everything. Every single challenge that was made, he would sit there and moan about it. Even if it went out for like a throw-in, he'd sit there and cry the whole time. I knew I recognised this team. I just didn't realise it was Doncaster. Ugh, not May. I don't like him. Oh well. Just gotta hope that we win. Oh crap! I wasn't paying attention to the game, and the crowd just went, "What happened?" And then he got the ball, whipped in. Oh, Giroud should be scoring that. Great ball by El Neni into the box. Giroud jumps up and just puts it over the bar, but he should be scoring them. I think I have Weetabix stuck in my throat. "20 minutes in, still no goals." I think Arsenal should be at least like 2-0 up by now, but we're not being pressured, so I'm hoping the goal will come soon. Sanchez on the ball. Finds Wilshere. Wilshere to Walcott. Back to Wilshere. Wilshere driving forwards a little bit before laying off to Sanchez. Sanchez finds El Neni. Can't seem to find room for a shot, but Giroud gets the ball, gives it to El Neni. Giroud's layoffs are really poor. Like, he'll get the ball and just kind of poke it forwards and hope for the best. And it doesn't work. I don't get how he can't short pass. Oh well. It's not Premier League, so I probably should be taking this too seriously, but Wilshere properly driving forwards now. Plays out wide to Reece Nelson. Nelson finds Walcott. Walcott then tries to skill past his man and gets fouled. Free kick in another dangerous position for Arsenal. It's like the first one was in front of goal but quite far out. This one's, I think, just outside the box but to the right slightly. So who do we have who's good at hitting with their left foot? Wilshere looks like he's going to take it. I think he's going to whip it in. Okay, yeah, I'm quite certain he's going to whip in. I always thought Wilshere was right-footed. I mean, obviously, he can probably hit him with both feet, but I thought we'd actually have someone who's left-footed on it. Ball's whipped in. Headed out. Walcott then lays it off to El Neni. Oh, El Neni loses the ball. And then May pings the ball. And Maitland-Niles manages to get it out. Doncaster seeing a little bit of the ball now, which is unusual because they've been pressed nearly the entire game so far. We need to go to half time at least like 2-0 up. I don't like Doncaster. Arsenal now get possession back after I believe a play was offside. I haven't massively been paying attention at the moment because it's pretty boring and I can't really bother to talk about the game if it's just boring at the moment. Reece Nelson finds Giroud, back to Reece Nelson. Walcott, who plays it across the middle to Jack Wilshere. Wilshere gives it to Holding, and then finds Sanchez. Sanchez rushing forwards, gives the ball to Mertesacker. Mertesacker picks out Reece Nelson. Nelson finds Walcott. Walcott gives it back to Nelson. He's dispossessed, but Chambers manages to get there. Sanchez. Pings one long to Walcott. It's a good touch. There we go. Theo Walcott scores. Make it 1-0. Probably should be more than one, but I'm not complaining. We scored, finally. But it's a goal. And I'm happy with that. Walker does really well to touch that down. Great ball over the top by, I think, Sanchez? Looked like Sanchez, who pinged a really nice ball over. Walcott, good touch. Just lifts it over the keeper. 25 minutes in, Arsenal 1-0 up. Good. Leroy Sané also just scored. They're playing West Brom in, I think, the Carabao Cup. And they are 2 minutes in, and Sané scored, because Man City are an unstoppable force, who I wouldn't want to mess with. There we go, Arsenal 1-0 up. I think Arsenal should keep pushing for like 3-0 at least. Because only 25 minutes in, we could keep going. Arsenal are still advertising their home kit on the screens around the pitch. And the away kit, which seems a little bit odd. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, once again, Mark reminded me about the score text, which I seem incapable of remembering things. Thank you, Mark. There we go. I'm not going to bother putting who scored, because, you know, it's only a Carabao Cup game. I'll just put the score. After the game, I'll probably be doing a little assessment of what's going on. I'm tempted. I might be starting a new series soon, which I'm not going to give too much into, but after this game, I'm going to be talking about how I think certain players performed. I can't believe that even when I went to that Doncaster game, someone even said to me, the guys I was with, they even said, that's Alex Ferguson's son, and it didn't clock to me. I just kind of heard the name and just went, okay. Here's Sanchez's ball that was played over. I mean, as much credit as I have to give Sanchez, because it was a great ball, Walcott did make a really good run. Like, Walcott saw that ball was coming over, and he made sure he got into space to take a good touch and score. I'm still not a big fan of Walcott. He's proved himself against big clubs. But great ball by Sanchez. Sanchez on the ball again as I speak. Reece Nelson gets it. Drive him towards the box. Sanchez tries to no-look dink it in, but it doesn't go in. Wilshere! Oh my god! I thought that had gone in then. The stream I'm watching this on is quite blurry. And that shot looked like it had gone into the top right or middle right of the goal. It was a corner for Arsenal. Wilshere tries to whip it in. He gets like 3 rebounds before Giroud eventually strikes it. He doesn't get anything on it, then hits it again and it goes over. Oh no, it was Chambers who shot, then Giroud hit on a volley which went over. Giroud should be doing better there on the volley, but still 1-0 up, so I'm okay. If this was a Premier League game, I'd probably still be a bit annoyed that we're wasting these chances, but, you know, it's the EFL Cup. EFL Cup, like, I didn't care about, I mean, obviously I'd like to win the EFL Cup, but it's not something I care about. Like, I don't see it as a big trophy or even really, it's like Community Shield in this, I don't really see as a trophy. But it seems to me is even less of a trophy now that it's called the Carabao Cup. I know it's more money for the league, but, like, you know, EFL Cup sounded more proper and like right than Carabao Cup. Like sponsoring it just seems like something lower leagues would do, and it just seems like Arsenal. What did say? Arsenal, we'll say Man City. What did Man City win in 2017? The Carabao Cup. Like that. That doesn't seem like anything. The EFL Cup didn't seem like a lot, but this definitely doesn't seem like anything anymore. I knew I recognised the Doncaster badge as well. I don't know how I didn't realise. I'm not the smartest person. Corner for Doncaster. Ball whipped in. No one gets there. Then Mason has a shot, but it's rebounded. Sanchez gets the ball, skills past his man before playing a great ball through to Walcott, but he just can't quite get there, and that's annoying. The person who intercepted Walcott kicked it off Walcott, and it flew out to Maitland-Niles, but he didn't actually touch the ball. It kind of went under his foot, I think. The quality of this stream has quite massively dropped, so I'm just upping it a bit. There we go. At least 60 frames would be nice. There we are. Really poor pass by the Doncaster player to give it to Chambers. Walcott then turns, finds El Nene. I need a drink. I really do need a drink. Mertesacker on the ball. Finds Chambers again. Chambers finds Reece Nelson, who gets pushed around a bit. And then possibly fouled, but it wasn't anything major. Doncaster on the ball, looking to drive forward here. Ball's eventually played back. One of the Doncaster players looking to ping one over the top, but it's a pretty poor one. Chambers manages to cut it out before giving it to Reece Nelson, who plays it across the other side of the pitch to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles looking to drive forward here. Gives it to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez drives through the middle of two players. It looks like a foul there. Advantage has been played. Free kick has been given. I assume Sanchez will be the one who takes this. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for goal. It's probably in territory that Sanchez could finish from. I'm going to assume, I'm going to take a guess here and an estimate, that this is probably going to go over the wall, but it's going to dip a lot before it gets towards the goal, so the keeper's going to be able to pick it up easily. But I'm hoping Sanchez proves wrong. To be fair, actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's in a much better position than I thought. Sanchez. Oh my. That's a interesting free kick. It just flew like straight over the bar. Oh, it's showing the replay of this attempt by Giroud, flicked over. What is such a great connection he got on the bicycle as well. Like, the technique and the rotation was all right, and then he manages to get that nice touch in it, but just hits the crossbar. Really wish that went in. That would have been such a nice goal to start the game. Maybe he'll get another chance to score one. Giroud pings it wide to Sanchez. Sanchez with a good touch again, takes around his man. The Doncaster players keep falling for this one. Reece Nelson finds Wilshere, plays it back to Chambers. Chambers then plays it all the way back to Mertesacker. He gives it to Ospina. Rob Holding trying to drive the ball forwards, gives it to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles drops his man before trying to play through Giroud. Giroud's touch lets him down, and that looks like a foul, yeah. The foul that Giroud committed is called, but not the ball, not the all the times that Giroud was fouled, especially the one in the box. But, you know, we'll let it go. Come on, Arsenal. I want some more goals. I wasn't really watching the game. And now, oh god, I've just turned it back on. And Doncaster in the box. Chambers does well to get in the middle and gives it to Reece Nelson, who plays Walcott. Arsenal looking for a counter-attack here. Don't really see Arsenal score counter-attacks a lot. We see someone always slows down and plays it backwards, but no one's doing that at the moment. Sanchez plays it forward. Oh, looking for Giroud, but just can't quite get it through, and the keeper manages to run out and get it. That was good, though. We actually didn't stop on that counter-attack. We kept going forwards, which is what I like to see, because usually we'll give it to someone like Ozil, like a midfield player who is quite lazy, and they'll just pass it backwards, and the whole counter-attack will just lose all its pace that it had. Sanchez does well to cut out a pass. For playing a good ball through to Olivier Giroud. He turns. Looks to drive it low. There's a deflection which Walcott then latches onto. Shoots. It's blocked and it goes out for a Arsenal throw-in corner. Giroud here should have shot before taking a few touches. It was a poor shot anyway. Walcott then tries to shoot instantly and it's blocked. Who will be taking the corner? Alexis, I assume. Actually, right foot. I don't know. I guess Alexis or Wilshere. Ah, it's Wilshere. Wilshere. It's a decent ball in, but the defender just manages to get a little touch on it to send it above Giroud. Another corner for Arsenal. Sanchez is going to be taking this one. Sanchez whips one in. It's pushed out by the keeper. Lands to Wilshere, who lays off Elneny, looking to strike one from range. It's a very nice connect on the volley. Like he hits it well, but nowhere near enough power to beat the keeper. It just floats towards him. I'd like a goal from Elneny today, and I want to go from Wilshere and Nelson more than anything. Sanchez still getting booed by a few people in the crowd. Like when he went to take the corner, there's a few cheers and then a couple of boos because obviously said he wanted to leave, said he wanted to go to, well, apparently he said he wanted to leave and go to Man City, but apparently he only, if he did hand in a transfer request, it was only at the very end of the season, so who really knows. Chambers does well to fake shot May there, which I'm glad because I don't like May. Elneny looks for Maitland-Niles, finds him. Maitland-Niles plays the 1-2 with Elneny before finding Sanchez. I'm interested in seeing the stats soon because I want to. It's got to be like hardly any possession to Doncaster from what I've seen. Wilshere should be looking to pick out Maitland-Niles there, but no one sees him. Good bit of pass and play there between the guys to look for Reece Nelson to whip one in. He can't quite do it. Coppinger trying to run through the middle. He gets past Elneny for playing it out wide. It keeps going. Ball's whipped in. Chambers tries to dive across to header it out, but he can't quite get there. Walcott should be closing down that man, but he's not. Elneny trying to push forward, trying to push him back. They're definitely going backwards. And then they're back to the halfway line. Doncaster just passing around the back. Pretty boring football at the moment. Oh god, this has got boring so quickly. It used to be just Arsenal attacking, which obviously for me is interesting, but at the moment we're just doing nothing. This is actually so boring. There's not even anything to talk about. Apparently, Doncaster player Butler, it's his son's birthday tomorrow, and he's going to try and get a Arsenal shirt swapped for his son. So I assume his son's an Arsenal fan, but his son's not actually been brought up to watch the game because he's has to get up for school tomorrow or something, which is kind of nice. I hope someone does swap shirts for him. Why is Walker trying to skill through there instead of passing? Houghton's ball goes out for a throw-in after he somehow can't pass it along the ground to his own teammate, and it just rolls out. For the last like 10 minutes of this game, I've just been yawning the entire time, and not even like sarcastically. I just keep yawning because I'm that bored. We were just constantly attacking, and now it's just kind of meh. Sanchez trying to drive through, gets past 3 people, still going. Oh, he tries to keep going, but he's eventually taken down. It was a good tackle. Wilshere finds El Neni to make the Niles. El Neni tries to pass it through to Sanchez, but it's cut out. Before the Doncaster, I don't know what he tried to do. It looked like he tried to ping it to May, but he just kind of hit it and hoped for the best, and it just flew out. El Neni finds Rob Holding. Then Maitland-Niles back to Sanchez. Sanchez tries to play through Maitland-Niles. He almost gets there, but it goes out for a goal kick. Oh no. The thing I was watching it on's gone down. Uh-oh. Give me a second, I need to find a new one. If I miss a goal, that's going to be so annoying, because it's like the only interesting thing that could possibly save this game would be being a goal. I'll just keep my eye on Twitter for now. None of these are working, so I can't see what's happening. Why are none of them working? Come on, guys. I want to see what's happening. None of these links are working, so I don't know what's happening in the game right now. Oh, hold on. Have I found a working one? Yeah, we're back. Alright. Wilshere on the ball, gets intercepted. Rob Holding then pings it wide to Reece Nelson. Good touch, but he's eventually pushed off the ball. It's a free kick to Arsenal. This stream is possibly the laggiest one I've ever seen in my life. This will, I assume, be the final kick of the game. Can Arsenal get a goal late into half time to make it 2-0? Walcott to take this one. Walcott, it's a very, very poor ball. Lands back to Walcott. Reece Nelson turns and goes for a shot. Oh, it's parried out and then pushed away. And Giroud almost gets there, but it's eventually caught. Decent effort by Reece Nelson there. So that is half time. Towards the end, that really got really got boring. But wasn't too bad altogether. So I'll be gone for half time. I will be back, you know, whenever the next half starts. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this first half. Let me know your thoughts on the first half, and I'm going to mute my mic, and I'll see you guys back then. Alright, so I am back, and a sub has just been made for Arsenal, and a Josh De Silva, I think Josh De Silva just came on for Callum Chambers. I know Callum Chambers came on, off, and I think his name's Josh De Silva that came on. Not too sure who he is, but we'll see. I can't actually see the what's happened. Like, I won't be able to see people that well because my stream went down and the new one that I got is quite blurry. But I'm just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Wow, this quality's really poor. Arsenal 1-0 up at the moment. I think the Arsenal player coming on was the only sub that was made at the half. It's the only one I saw anyway. Oh, the quality's so poor. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. If it was a Premier League game, I'd try hard to get a better one, but I'm not going to bother. Right, oh dear. I put the stream in full screen and I instantly saw something I didn't want to see. Reece Nelson does really well to take around his man, then just absolutely blazes it over the bar. Like, absolutely blazes. Oh, it was so bad. Foul given away by Ainsley Maitland-Niles on the outside of the Arsenal box. Doncaster player run through. Looks like a definite foul. I don't know if Niles meant it, but he did stand on the back of the guy's leg. So that is a foul for me. In my eyes. It's a pretty dangerous position to score from. Now the question is, do Doncaster have anyone that could bury this from here? Giroud, Elneny and Theo Walcott in the wall. Giroud should be jumping for this. Try and get ahead on it. Interesting tactic going on here. Two people standing behind the ball. Okay. So, two people stood in front of the ball. They played a 1-2 with each other. Someone would run behind them. And as that person ran behind them, they then megs it through him, so the other person could have a shot. But Wilshere, quick on his feet, came running out and slide tackled them. Now Arsenal looking to break here with Wilshere. Wilshere plays Giroud. Giroud bends one across to Theo Walcott. Oh, he's hit it over! Walcott! Walcott's claiming it was saved by the keeper. And Giroud's gone to the corner flag. It looks like he just missed. Actually, I think he did take a deflection off the keeper. Oh! Even though it's not a big game, I want us to actually score. Anyone but Walcott. Anyone. I don't care if it took a deflection and should have been a corner. You should be finishing them chances. Fuck's sake. Alright, anyway. Can't believe the amount of fans at the Emirates right now. It's fucking pathetic. No one can be asked to come down and support their team just because it's an EFL Cup game. Oh, that's De Silva there. Number 43. Never actually seen him play before. I assume he's been given a little run around here. Wilshere gives the ball to Sanchez. Sanchez driving. Cuts back. Still going. Loses the ball. Maitland-Niles should be running onto that, but isn't. May tries to take it round to Silva. He succeeds, and then the ball is taken off him by Maitland-Niles. Stop giving May space. don't like me. I don't know 12Bet sponsored Arsenal. Commentator might be retarded. He just said last time Arsenal won this competition was in 1993 when they lost to Burnley. Yeah, that's not winning the cup. But still, 1993, that's bad. It's not like it's a big cup. I mean, I was going to say maybe we weren't focused on it, but I assume it's just been stupid losses. Wouldn't mind winning it this season. Not something I care about, but we've won the Community Shield again. Not something I care about. But it'd be nice just to get the FA Cup. FA Cup again is probably the... Of all the trophies, not counting, you know, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, it'll be the FA Cup for me. I quite like the FA Cup, purely because Arsenal have won it more times than anyone else, which is probably the only reason why I like it, but... It's probably the biggest thing you can win in England apart from the Premier League. I'd put the Premier League, then FA Cup, then EFL Cup, then Community Shield, then, you know, whatever else comes. Lower league things. I'm hoping for more from Nelson this half, because last half he didn't do anything too wrong. He just didn't really do anything amazing, and got a lot of potential. And I want him to come out and actually show that he can be good against, you know, clubs that aren't under 23s. Ever since De Silva's came on, the Arsenal defence has looked quite shaky. He's not, his positioning's wrong, and he's conceded a corner, which is whipped in, and it's a poor delivery. Maitland-Niles then later gives it to Sanchez, who again, hopefully looking for a good counter-attack here. Plays a good ball into the middle to Giroud. Giroud flicks it to Wilshere. Wilshere's awful pass forwards just instantly goes to a Doncaster player. There's a player that's injured, I think. It's Maitland-Niles is injured on the floor, and Doncaster are still playing on. There we go, the game's been stopped now. Not too sure what happened. May moving into the Arsenal box, but he's forced to pass it backwards. Number 17 driving towards the box and almost chasing him down. It's put across goal. May tries to strike it, but it's doesn't actually hit the ball. So Elneny gives it to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles is dispossessed. We're defensively awful right now. Maitland-Niles and Holding trying to hold him off. The commentator copied me. As I said, holds him off. He said the exact same thing. Throw into Doncaster. One-two's being played. Should be looking for the cross into the box, but Doncaster don't do it just yet. They're just playing it along the ground around the back at the moment. Now trying to drive forward. Sanchez can't make the interception. Balls look to be whipped in, but Maitland-Niles manages to get a touch on it to hit it out for a throw-in. Arsenal being pushed right now. This is weird. I was just hoping to see a game where Arsenal just destroy, like, you know, 1-2, 3-0, stuff like that. But I mean, not 1-0, but like 3 or 4-0, and it's not what I'm seeing. It should be that score, but it's not. Ball played to Congolo, but he's offside. Arsenal now looking to push here with Reece Nelson. Gives ball to El Neni. Back to Mertesacker. Wilshere driving forwards now. Plays it to the wing to Sanchez, who hasn't had a lot of the ball this half. Sanchez to Maitland-Niles, back to Wilshere. El Neni. We're just playing around the back. Like, we'll go forwards a little bit and then just pass around the back, so there's nothing to talk about. It's so boring. Giroud tries to flick it back to Sanchez, but again, Giroud's passing poor. Ospina. Mertesacker gets the ball and he kind of bumps it back to Ospina using like his knee. Ospina takes a touch. May, who I hate May after watching the Peterborough game because he moans about everything, and he moaned then. Ball came out to Ospina. May chased him. Ospina turned, then fake shotted again, then turned again to drop his man, and May just stands there complaining like a little baby. Now ball with Sanchez on the side of the pitch. Corner for Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez to take the corner. Oh! Whipped in, and again Giroud connects with the overhead, but it's blocked. Oh no, poor defending. Wow. Poor defending by, I think, Reece Nelson. He can't get the header. May then breaks through, and Maitland-Niles absolutely puts on the burners, zooms back, takes down May, no foul. May actually tried to grab his shirt on the way down, and then May sits there and whines like the little shit he is. Really good job by Maitland-Niles to charge him down. I'm liking Maitland-Niles this game. A little bit more training and improvements, and I think he could be a sub on the first team. And maybe he'll make his way into the first team. Arsenal fans actually singing right now. You don't hear that often. Can't believe Giroud went for another bicycle kick. And yes, once again, Mark reminds me that I have not changed the text because I'm not smart. Alright, Mark, I've changed it. Thanks for the reminder. Can't believe Giroud went for a second bicycle kick. And he connected with it as well. He keeps getting good connections. I mean, that first one was really nice. But he got a good connection on the second one. It's just it was an easy block for the defenders. I don't even know if they meant to do it, but it was basically aimed at them. Oh, I just muted the stream. Sanchez running through now. He's dispossessed. It's just, once again, Doncaster passing it around the back, and I'm so bored when they do that. 60 minutes in. Holding pings a great ball up to Sanchez, but Sanchez doesn't even try and get a foot out to dink it over the keeper, which maybe he should have. I think it was Holding. Actually, I have a suspicion it might have been Wilshere that pinged it. I'm not entirely sure. Can't really see. Wilshere finds Sanchez. I thought he'd shoot from there, but he doesn't. He keeps going. And now he shoots, and it's gone wide. Sanchez isn't a fan of passing at the moment. It's going to show the Alfie May chance. Alright, there it is. Reece Nelson, poor defending. Alfie May runs and just Maitland-Niles goes all the way to him. I can't believe May goes back to his normal bitching, but like the way he tries to claim that's a foul when May puts his arm around Maitland-Niles and then pulls him down. Or tries to anyway. Okay, 2 subs were just made. Jordan Horton comes off and Craig Alcott comes on. Was that it? Tell us the other one. This is obviously Doncaster. And James Coppinger is coming off and Liam Mandeville is coming on. Can they make a change here? 62 minutes in. Time for an equaliser and a winner. Arsenal pushing a bit now. El Neni pings it across to the other wing to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez lifts it into Giroud, but he should probably be trying to header that than kick it, but ball still forced to Maitland-Niles, gets it back to Sanchez. Sanchez plays it through to Jack Wilshere. Oh, Wilshere, great fake shot. Then plays it across goal and no one's there to finish it. The fake shot was so good, but no one's there to get it. Nelson still manages to get to it and keep it on the pitch. Ball's then played to El Neni. Finds De Silva. De Silva finds Wilshere. Back to De Silva. Out wide to Sanchez. Sanchez tries to lift one through again, but Wilshere just can't get there. Sanchez then tries to make a block, but he can't do it. Doncaster now with the ball. Trying to drive through, but Wilshere and Maitland-Niles standing still, not letting them through. Ball's then pinged over, but wasn't great by Holding, but somehow he still manages to take it around 2 people. Wilshere pings it to Sanchez. Great touches by Sanchez, about 7 juggles with touches before giving the ball to Giroud. Giroud again! Surely he's taken down that time. Surely that's... Oh my god, literally. Referees and Giroud. I don't know what it is. He should have had a penalty already. He's been brought down about 5 times. And again, looked like he was blatantly brought down there and nothing given. Still, El Neni with the ball. Sanchez finds Giroud. Giroud tries to cut round his man. We're definitely waking up here. Giroud whips one in. Ball falls to Reece Nelson. Nelson shoots and it's saved. It's a... I don't get that. The keeper kind of jumps up to catch it, ends up pushing it down into himself, and it goes out for a corner. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's not going to show us this penalty chance. Not going to show the Giroud penalty? Okay, we're going straight to the corner. Walcott's going to take this one. Plays it short to Reece Nelson. Nelson back to Walcott. To Nelson. Nelson to whip it in. It's quite a poor whip. But Sanchez still manages to get it on the other side of the pitch. Sanchez just walking forwards towards the defender. Before a poor pass out wide. Ball falls to De Silva. And his awful pass goes nowhere. I'm going to show us the replay. Here we go. And this is the replay of the Giroud penalty. Giroud definitely fell over. Like, he definitely kind of jumped to make it look worse. But he was still being pulled. And, Maitland-Niles, poor ball, trying to find Giroud. And he knows that because he shouts after he does it. Wilshere. Arsenal need to make this at least 2-0. I can't believe it's only 1-0. This is such a pathetic performance. And the worst part is we haven't even been too bad because we can't finish them chances. Sanchez in a good position to shoot. Giroud again. Giroud cannot pass into the box. Why is Sanchez not just hitting it? He should know not to pass to Giroud by now unless it's a header. Or bicycle kick. Sanchez tries to play through Giroud. Giroud manages to touch it before being fouled. Finally, the foul's given. Mason looks like I think he stood on Giroud's shin. Yeah, it's a yellow card for Mason. Let's have a look. So, Giroud took a touch. Passed the ball away. Yeah. That's a foul. Late challenge. Gets the shins. Nothing more than a yellow. Good call by the ref. I think Mason knew as well. Neil or Niall Mason, not too sure how you pronounce that one. 67th minute, Sanchez again standing over the free kick. Can we please make it 2-0 now? Sanchez seems to have this thing where he lifts up one short. Oh, no, he's lifting up both now. Looks like Giroud holding De Silva in the penalty area. It's pinged over towards Giroud. He heads it down instead of towards goal. I think he did that on purpose. And then the ball's given away by Maitland-Niles, but Reece Nelson was there to collect it and give it back to Ospina. Poor pass by Holding gives it back to Doncaster, who are then driving forwards towards the box. No one's trying to get him. Play out to the wings towards Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles looks like he's trying to get to the ball, but he can't get there. And then he forced out of his position and ball whipped in. Poor cross. Goes out for a goal kick. I can see what the Doncaster player was trying to do there with the cross, but no one there to try and get it home. Walcott looking to drive forward with pace here. Plays through Sanchez. Sanchez with a really unnecessary back heel. There was no one in front of him and he still goes for it. Ball does fall back to Sanchez. He's running into the box here. He should be shooting there. Why is he not shooting? Why does he have an obsession with trying to pass to Giroud? And Giroud then does a stupid little back heel turn. flick to try and get it through into the goal. Now Giroud's down injured. Sanchez is sitting there shouting at him. Why? Sanchez has a great shot, loads of space. Why will he not shoot? Oh. Giroud's hurt what looks like his left ankle when going for a challenge. Wasn't a foul, but he's definitely hurt from it. Well, while this is happening, I'm gonna browse Twitter. I'm not entirely sure on who was on the bench. The only one I really remember seeing is Iwobi. Oh no, I've just, Man City, Gundogan came back and he started in the game against Bournemouth and Jakob tackled him and he's been forced off the pitch. Now, is he going to be injured again? Yeah, Iwobi and Joe Willock are both warming up. I'd rather bring on Iwobi. I think Iwobi can make a difference in this game, maybe score, because I want this to be more than a 1-0 win, because like Spurs won 1-0 and that looked embarrassing, especially against Barnet, and we should have got more goals. I really wish that Giroud bicycle had gone in, but still. Arsenal still not putting this game to bed. Sanchez being forced into wing back to kick it out for a corner. Arsenal need to... Why has this game not been put to bed yet? What is taking Arsenal so long? Corner taken. It's a decent ball, but it's headed over the bar. This game's got boring quite quickly. Score is 1-0 at the moment. Congo looked like he was going for a shot there. He tried to fake shot instead. He's still going. Made the Niles manages to make the tackle. Wilshere plays out to Sanchez. Arsenal need to bury the game now. Sanchez plays it through to Giroud. Giroud trying to find his way through. Gives it to Wilshere. Wilshere's dispossessed. Reece Nelson running onto this one. On the side of the box, Nelson still running. Plays it out wide to Elneny. Don't pass it backwards, please. He passed it backwards. Elneny now giving it to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to get it in the box. I didn't see what happened. The stream buffered, and when it came back, Sanchez was shouting. Sanchez gave away a free kick. He was shouting something. I didn't see what happened. I'm about to see. Sanchez trying to skill his way through. Yeah, that's a foul. He just tackle from behind. That's a definite foul. Don't know why Sanchez is really complaining about that one. Iwobi is about to come on. And Walcott coming off. Walcott, the goal scorer, the only goal scorer in this game so far, which is quite pathetic. Should have scored 2, but keeper managed to get a slight touch on it. Maybe even 3. Now Alex Iwobi coming on. I'm a big fan of Iwobi. He does mess up sometimes. He seems to be scared of going for challenges. Like, if the ball's in the air, he'll be a little scared to go towards it. May is coming off. Oh, what a shame. Oh no, Alfie May is coming off for John Marquise. I almost care about Alfie May, but I can't bring myself to do it. He says why the gunner's trying to be so extravagant. I don't know. They keep going for these weird passes which make no sense and they shouldn't be going for them, but they keep going for them anyway. I don't know why they're doing it. Like, they could go for easy passes to put the game to bed, but instead they keep going for fancy passes and weird tricks to try and get through. I don't know why they're doing it. It's unnecessary. "76 minutes, still Arsenal 1-0 up. Should be so much more." Ball given away. Ball pinged over to Marquis, who tries to shoot, and again it goes over because he keeps trying to hit these first time. He's had a big impact after coming on, and Arsenal are poor. How can a Premier League team be this poor in playing against a team like Doncaster? A team like Doncaster that aren't even in the Championship, they're in League One. "34 years since Arsenal lost to a non-Premier League club in the EFL Cup." Sanchez driving through now on the outside of the area. Puts in the middle and the keeper manages to grab it. So close that time. Almost Arsenal going for that second goal, but not getting it. I can't believe this is 1-0. This is annoying, if anything. Doncaster looking for a goal now, but El Neni does well to cut out the ball. Iwobi driving forwards. Gives it to El Neni on the wings. It's 4-on-3. Oh, why does El Neni shoot? And then he shoots and hits the side netting, but there's 3 guys in the box there. Iwobi lays it off to El Neni. Why is he shot there? He needed to whip that in. You got Sanchez, you got Giroud, you got Iwobi in the box. It is a corner. After it took a deflection on the way to the side netting. Iwobi take the corner. It's an okay ball. Lands to Mertesacker. Ball's hit up and then cleared out by the Doncaster defenders. Maitland-Niles, who's had a pretty big impact in this game, touches it down, and as I say that, he tries to pass back, and the pass back's awful, and again, Maitland-Niles using his speed to get back to intercept that one. That's just so poor. Maitland-Niles just, he turns and tries to do a pass back, and there's no one behind him, and he's got no power on it, so Whiteman runs through, but luckily, Maitland-Niles has a pace that I never knew he had to catch up with his man to keep the ball. Now again, Sanchez loses the ball. How is this happening? I don't care if it's EFL Cup or not. This is just poor. Approaching the 80th minute. Doncaster still looking very much in this. Probably had more chances than Arsenal in the past few minutes. Again, ball falls to Doncaster player who tries to lift it over the top. He's made it to the edge of the box. Him versus De Silva. De Silva gets out. It's a corner to Doncaster. This is, like, shocking. Mark says the amount of times that Maitland-Niles has given the ball away is getting silly. Yeah, it is. I don't know why he's doing it, but he does get back to collect them, which is the only good thing. Like, if he didn't have pace, then we'd be screwed right now. Mertesacker manages to head away the corner, but it's headed back in. Someone looking for a volley. Iwobi breaking now. Iwobi using his pace to get past the Doncaster players. He's still going, but he touches it inside and it's eventually intercepted. Doncaster now looking to push forwards. Mertesacker and Holding on the man. Mertesacker still following him. Mertesacker not letting him go. Tries to pass it backwards and Maitland-Niles makes the tackle. It's gone out for a throw-in. Lots of players glanced at the referee looking like it would have been a free kick. I think it probably would be because even Maitland-Niles looked at the referee there after making the tackle because he thought it was a free kick. Like that back pass there. Like, I don't know who he was looking at, but he got no power on it. Whiteman charging through, and the amazing pace of Nelson manages to get back and... Not Nelson. The amazing pace of Maitland-Niles manages to get back and get it. I just don't get why he passed back there. Doncaster still just pinging balls over the top. Wilshere lifts one over the top towards Sanchez, but it goes out for a throw-in. Wilshere's haircut is weird. Doncaster here breaking on the wings. Ball's lifted in. Holding gets a slight head on it to manage to stop them from hitting it first time in front of goal, but still, ball lands to the Doncaster player outside the box, looks to lift one in, and then he manages to get a touch. Ball still lands to the Doncaster player, but Wilshere cuts it out. Wilshere driving forwards now, lays it off to Iwobi. Iwobi looking to really put on the pace and drive through now. He's done that. He then tries to drive it across to Wilshere. Wilshere stops his run for some reason. So, cut out by the Doncaster player again, who are probably going to be looking to break. 82nd minute now. I don't see there being too much extra time in this game. Maybe 2 minutes. Joe Willock is about to come on for number 61, who is Reece Nelson. A little disappointed in Nelson. He hasn't done anything wrong, but I really did expect better from someone who's meant to be, you know, the next big thing in Arsenal. But he's keen. He was there. He was ready. Hope he keeps doing well. And he starts scoring when he comes up to the big leagues. And Joe Willock coming on, the guy who looks confused all the time. Can Joe Willock be the one to bury this game for us? Doncaster again on the attack outside the Arsenal box. Ball lifted forwards. Oh. Wow. Corner to Doncaster. What a run. Ball's flicked over. He flicks it in between the Arsenal defenders, flicks it in between another one, then shoots and it deflects out for a corner. Don't know who that is, but flicks it in between Willock and Holding, then flicks it again. 84 minutes, corner to Doncaster. There he is. I don't know his name. I can't see it. It's not Whiteman, is it? No, Mandeville. The substitute, I think. I think he's a substitute anyway. Should take the corner as well. Lifts one in. It's headed towards goal. Whoa, hits the crossbar. Headed towards goal, hits the crossbar. Spina dives through it when he realises that it might be going in, and he just hits a crossbar. Actually, wait, was that the crossbar? No, Ospina saved it. Ospina pushed it onto the crossbar. Mandeville to take another corner. My stream's buffered. I don't know what's happened. Okay, there we go. Mandeville whips it in. Aiming at the exact same place as last time. Arsenal dealing with it. Now here's Iwobi breaking. Iwobi driving still. He's not passed the ball yet. Why is he past there? Arsenal throwing. First time they've been up the centre of the pitch in a while. Free kick to Arsenal. Iwobi to take it. Takes it short. And it's played backwards. Ospina on the ball here. Plays it along the ground. Elneny finds Wilshere. Back to Elneny. He's probably going to pass it backwards. Actually passes it forwards to Alex Iwobi. Giroud to Wilshere. Elneny gives it to Alexis Sanchez, who hasn't had too much to do with the second half so far. Finds Iwobi. To Joe Willock. Back to Wilshere. Wilshere tries to lift one in, but it's deflected. Before landing to Maitland-Niles. Wilshere lifts one to Sanchez. Lifts one over the top, looking for Giroud. Giroud volleys it and hits the side netting. So close. Again. To a goal. Giroud's still hobbling on his ankle, but... Oh. 1-0. At this rate, this will end in a 1-0 win, and that's really, really poor. Iwobi driving forward towards the box here. Tries to... What a poor cross. Tries to find Sanchez. Can't find him. Lands to Wilshere. Oh, Wilshere goes for a shot and it takes a... The keeper dives the way that the ball was going, but it takes a block and looks like it's going to go in from it. Goes out for a corner. It's a good effort, but great block. Corner to Arsenal. I don't know who took it. I think it was Sanchez. Played it short to Wilshere. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez looks to lift one in to Iwobi, but Iwobi gets something on it, but not enough to do anything with it. Darren Ferguson trying to encourage his team to push forwards and try and get a goal towards the end of this game. And can he get it? There's a stoppage because apparently there's an intruder on the pitch. think it was an Arsenal fan. 4 minutes of added time. I thought there was only be about 2. Arsenal need to hold on for 4 minutes, which I didn't expect. I'd be saying Arsenal need to hold on in 4 minutes. I'm actually shocked that Arsenal are the ones who have to hold on for 4 minutes to a 1-0 win over Doncaster. I wouldn't have minded, but we did play some decent players like Giroud and Alexis. Wilshere finds Iwobi. Iwobi then spreads it out to Alexis, who tries to... Why? Why is he trying to do like fancy flicks to try and get it into the box? Just pass it like a normal person. There's no point in trying to go for fancy things when we could just bury the game right now. It's a corner for Arsenal though. I don't know who's taking this one, but you know, Iwobi whips it in, finds Giroud, but it's headed towards goal, but it's touched down by the Doncaster player. We're into the 91st minute. Doncaster in possession. In the box. Holding then falls over and Mertesacker manages to get it out for a goal kick. I'm not... What? This should not be this close. We should be destroying them right now, but somehow we're not. '92nd minute. Giroud headers it down, but somehow it's a poor header. It's a foul on what looked like either El Neni or Giroud. One of them got pushed, but I wasn't really paying attention at the time. Wilshere with the free kick. What happened? Oh, apparently Wilshere took the free kick too quickly. It was a good ball across to Sanchez. Sanchez then I think tried to chip the keeper. I don't know whether he did or not, but he tried to. There is now an ad on my screen, and I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. Wilshere lifts one over the top looking for Iwobi, and it's cleared out for a corner. Also, I'm trying to see this game through. 1 minute left. This will be one of the final actions of the game. Arsenal wasting time walking into the box, just doing it pretty slowly. "15 seconds into the 93rd minute. Iwobi to take this corner. Fans chanting his name. Corner. Whipped in, and El Neni instantly falls over. Then ball comes to Holding, who he shoots, and it's just a really slow effort along the ground. Easy for the keeper to deal with. Keeper whacks it up. 10 seconds to go. God, I don't want to watch an extra time. Iwobi flicks it round his man and then has the pace to keep going through him. Ball falls to El Neni. Chips it through to Sanchez. Back to Giroud. Why is Sanchez not shooting again? Sanchez still with the ball though. He should have shot when he had the chance. Falls to Iwobi. Iwobi touches it. Hits it. Oh, it's saved. It's another corner for Arsenal. The game is 15 seconds over. Iwobi still touches it down, shoots. Good save by the keeper, but Sanchez should have shot instead of trying to chip it through to Giroud. I don't know why he keeps trying to pass to Giroud when he could shoot. I'd rather have a Sanchez goal right now. Corner taken short. Sanchez managed to skill his way round before actually giving away the ball. Maitland-Niles making the tackle. There is the full-time whistle. 1-0 win for Arsenal. That was a very scrappy win. In the first half, it should have been about 3 or 4-0 coming out of that, and somehow we only managed to get 1 through 3 or Walcott. Second half, we again came out strong, should have got more goals, but then Doncaster had us pinned down towards the last 10 or 20 minutes, and then eventually we managed to see it through. With a full team, the tactics need to be changed. We can't play that same formation or same mindset tactics against a different team just because it's Doncaster. We shouldn't have been that underprepared for them. I don't know why Sanchez played, but I'm glad he did. He got an assist. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the stream. We have quite a few viewers, it looked like, towards the beginning and middle of the stream. Obviously, people start to drop off towards the end. But if you guys do enjoy, make sure you like the stream and subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when more are going to be coming out. Me and Mark stream a lot of games, and Mark also does the Premier League review every week where he goes through each game that's happened in the Premier League, who scored, and then shows the table and stuff like that. We also have the Fancy Premier League. The Fancy Premier League where we each have points, and there's a league that you guys can actually join. I think the link and the code to it is in the description. It was in the description. I don't think it is anymore. No, I don't think it is anymore. It was in the description. I don't know if people can actually join leagues anymore, but it was there, so you can always keep an eye on that. I think I'm currently third because I had a pretty good week. Mark then said, Arsenal deserved the win, but Doncaster have nothing to be ashamed of. They probably pushed you and could have stolen it. I completely agree. Arsenal did deserve it, but it should have been more, and Doncaster definitely have nothing to be ashamed of. They put up a really good performance. So if you guys enjoy, make sure you leave a like as always and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.